When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, it's your sister's ass. Hey, how you doing? All right. I know what you're thinking. John, why do you look like 1980s George Michael in a gay bar? And to be completely honest with you, I don't fucking know. Because right now I'm standing here in a basement. The video is gonna suck, the audio quality is gonna blow, and your sister did both of those last weekend. You know what I mean? Oh! No, but seriously, why are we here? What is this? Who the fuck am I? Let me tell yous. I didn't prepare words for this. I'm starting a podcast. Now, I want to give a little bit of a disclaimer to that because podcasting is like being a SoundCloud rapper nowadays. Everybody does it. Nobody's good at it. It's usually dog shit. You usually hit the like button once for your friend, twice for your sister, and then just kind of forget about it. So, let's get right into it. The name of the podcast is Whiskey Talks. Oh fuck, that reminds me. Oh yeah, that's good. Now I would give more of an in-depth explanation as to what the Whiskey Talks podcast is. Hold on one second, you know? But I kind of already did that. If you check the link in the description, not only are you going to see a link of a bunch of different social medias as well as Spotify links and iTunes links to Apple Podcasts. If you go to Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you will find a roughly 20-minute introduction episode explaining to you exactly what this podcast is. You're probably asking yourself this question. Who the fuck cares? Valid. Good point. I didn't think of that. And to be honest with you, I don't have a fucking answer to that. But what I do have is your sister's phone number in my contact. Got a little carried away, you know what I mean? The whiskey's already talking to me, so whiskey's already talking to me, yeah, you know what I mean? This podcast is gonna be, honestly, pretty damn simple. I will be your host, alongside my co-host Colin, who will be on the show full-time, enjoying a glass of whiskey, maybe a beer, maybe a cocktail, maybe a cock, maybe a tail. We're gonna just be sitting here with this beautiful brick wall behind us, talking shit about each other, about current events, or about whatever the hell comes to mind. Sometimes at the end of a long week at work, all you want to do is kick back, grab yourself a drink, and have a good old conversation with your friends. So, if that interests you, great. If it doesn't, great. So now that we got that out of the way, I think it's time that we have a formal interview with your sole proprietor and your host of the podcast. Let's take a look. Yeah, thanks for having me. This is cool. I've never done this before. We got lights and cameras and stuff. This is kind of cool. Yeah, so really my question is, what makes you think your podcast is going to be so special and different from all the other podcasts out there? You know what I mean? Like, what makes you entertaining? I don't think it's about me specifically. I think it's more about the subject matter. And the fact of the matter is, I think we're both pretty funny guys, you know what I mean? Wow, so you really think that that idea is somehow gonna be profitable? Like, you actually think that is gonna work? That's great. Great, it's good to have confidence. So I actually admire the fact that you have such confidence in yourself despite how you look to be so successful potentially in this podcast. And, I would even argue that that's great for comedy for someone like yourself, given what you look like. Because, Enrique Iglesias, a little bit heavy set. And people like, Kevin Hart, really short. You got kind of both of those going on. Somebody that looks like me. Not really sure what you mean by that. I think that's really good and might even benefit you because you're like, you're kind of attainable. You're relatable. People find people that look like you funny. Yeah, I'm really not sure what my looks have to do with the podcast, to be honest with you. But, I don't know if this is going to be... Are we using this? Like, is this gonna be involved, or are we gonna cut the, what does that even have to do with anything? Again, do you think that given the fact that you claim that you're Italian when you really look Puerto Rican, I'm actually Italian, and the fact that you're, short, heavy set, and, kind of ugly, for lack of a better word, you think that that's gonna be received well for your audience that is most likely not interested at all in the content that is in it? All right, asshole, that's enough. Alright, we're going to turn the fucking cameras off. I've had enough. Alright, fuck this shit. This shit's going off the fucking rails, okay? Alright. Let's get past that dumpster fire and let's move on to something else. I've put together a little, we'll call it compilation, a little bit of a trailer of outtakes from the podcast so that you could see kind of what you're getting yourself into in a whole exclusive little trailer in which will never be seen or heard again. So that's enough talking for me, and I'll see you guys on February 15th for the first episode of the Whiskey Talks podcast. Come have a drink with us. It's the gayest thing you do for $10.
I don't give a fuck who is fucking me as long as they love me.
You have to have a child adopted with one of your male friends today?
Yeah.
Am I on that list?
I call the feminine role.
Why? Why? Because women have it so fucking easy?
No.
You fucking sexist
I've been
pig!
trapped!
We know Russian people. All due respect, y'all are crazy.
They
as
wrestle bears
fuck.
for fun.
They're wrestling bears.
So for a couple years, and I will not disclose on the years, I didn't wipe. I didn't.
Whoa! I missed. You did not wipe until when? If it's true that this kid accidentally put his Xbox in the fucking washer.
Xbox.
What the fuck is his Xbox doing in his hamper? You know what he did probably when he saw that thing come out the washer? Oh, it's wet now. And threw it right in the fucking dryer. I guarantee it. Whiskey Talks as your sister.